That's why you always see, as it is written, we're at the Old Testament. So you can't do away with one. You can't do it. You got to eat the whole road. You ain't eating the whole road, and the Lord ain't dealing with you. Two people don't anyway.
Like Yahweh Shah said, I come in the volume of the book that is written of me, man.
Right.
You know?
That's more than that. No, I think that's it. All right, I got something. I used to look at the book of Romans. I got the book of Colossians. Then we're gonna get into the lesson. 2 verse 8. It says, "Beware lest any man fool you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach." See? So our people have been deceived by vain deceit. And they've been taught to follow the ways and the rudiments of this world, but not after the ways of Yahweh Shai. When you read the ways of the Lord, man, these people do not follow it. Hey, and the real Christians were Israelites. Okay? There were Israelites being called Christians. See, but even to that sense, if y'all want to use it as a term today, you people ain't Christians because y'all don't follow the Lord. See? Y'all don't follow the Lord, and y'all don't abide by anything that He stood for. See? Matter of fact, y'all are against it. Y'all are Satan. Y'all are the adversary, man. Y'all are the opposers of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's what you people are. Got somebody get something? Alright, I'm gonna let you point to Romans 9.
I was just gonna mention, like the brother was saying, about y'all not being, even if you were to use that term Christian, which would be Hamashiachim, or the anointed plural in Hebrew, you're not truly following the Messiah. What it say? These are they that follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Yeah, whithersoever he goeth, right.
You know, but that ain't y'all, man. Because he kept the laws, man.
That's the elect, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Only the elect can really call themselves true Hamashiachim or Christians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they truly following the Messiah, man.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody else is just halfway or not at all.
Not at all, right.
Not at all.
If we read that, Romans 9, right? You want it? You got it open. Okay. We're going to read this real quick. Luke 6 and 46.
This is Luke chapter 6, 46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
Read it again.
Luke chapter 6 and 46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
That's out of Yahweh Shai's own mouth, man. Why call you me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Because you people are hypocrites. See? And like the brother was going into, y'all really believe your own lies, man. It's pitiful, man. See? You can't, if you're a man, you can't even man up. If you're a woman, you can't fall in line and get in that order. Say, you know what? I need to repent. I need to truly turn back into my true powers, man. See? I need to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of my ability. See? I need to return from my ways and my wickedness. That's repenting, man. See? Not continuing to sin over and over and over. What did the Lord say? Offend less, man. See? So you try to your best ability not to continue the same wicked acts that you were doing, man. Until you perfect it and don't do them at all, man. See?
Alright, I had a precept. I'm really just gonna get to the point. We're talking about them who are deceived.
Yeah.
Basically by the God of this world, Esau, the so-called white man, okay? Alright, let's see here. Because this is the time we in right now. Esau, the so-called white man, is being revealed for his true wickedness, being a devil upon the planet Earth. Alright, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Alright, and I'm going to just start at verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's the prophets on the highways and byways exposing Esau, making him bare, man. Alright? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. We come back with the chariot. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And that's Esau, the so-called white man, with his witchcraft and wizardry, deceiving the masses of the people, man. You know? and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. That's what we're going into. So-called Black Latinos and Native Americans, man.
Right, and part of that, part of that witchcraft the brother was going into, right? The fake Jews, they own what, 90%, 95% of the media outlets. See? So they control that. They use the television, the old TV programming, right? To deceive you people by what? Programming you. See? False science, right? False religion. All manners of cut on the TV, man.
Philosophy.
Cut on the TV and see how much wickedness and madness that you see. All these things that's really against the scriptures, though, man.
Yep.
When you really go into these movies and these TV shows, right? All of it, man. It's all contrary to all these scriptures.
That's right. Because I was able to see a show recently, some show about some midgets, man. And it's just all out of order. Women talking to the one woman trying to convince the other woman, oh, leave your husband, find a man who wants you, and you're gonna be a hoe at that point. That's all the way completely against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They twerking for a living. Ain't nobody want to see you twerking your booty, and you talking about how your man not happy. Cause you out there showing your body for a living.
Yeah, that's madness.
It's madness, but yeah, man, they do studies to see how the human brain works, and then they play off of that, and then they introduce shit in these shows, and you eat it up, man, because you don't have no filter of righteousness to fight against it, man. You see it and you think it's cool. Oh, this is the way I'm supposed to be. Primarily our women, man. Housewives of Atlanta, these little love and hip hop, all this bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's completely off, man. See, hey, and they use that media to destroy our people, man. They use that media to destroy our people because now when women watch these different TV shows and movies, they think like, okay, well, this is how a man should behave. No, man. See, no, or certain men. If you're a young man growing up, you think, oh, well, then I guess this is normal. This is how women should be. No, man. See, but that's part of the deceivableness and witchcraft. But it all goes back to the Lord because he's that serpent, man. That serpent-like spirit. Hey, just like how he deceived Eve, man. Same today, bro. Yeah. Right? He tell you so-called black women, Latino women, and Native American women that y'all equal. See? That y'all on the same platform. You crazy, man. See? Because people saying that woman is equal to men is ungodly, man. You see? Ungodly, and whoever says godly, you don't know the Bible. Hey, brother. On my way back down to different stuff. Right. It's ungodly, man. Ungodly. And we always mention there's an order. See, women have a beautiful order. Our women is beautiful if they come in the right vibration and spirit of Yahweh Shah in the right order in those manners. But they don't, man. They follow the ways of the oppressor, so they bugged out, and they contrary to the ways of the Heavenly Father. And so that meaning what? They contrary to their different.
It's so deep to the point where a woman who will see the scriptures and act like they in the truth will still feel emboldened against their husband. I ain't gotta obey you. What you mean obey you? I ain't gotta do what you mean. Yeah, I read the scripture, but that ain't what that means. It clearly says wives obey your husband. But Esau, and of course Most High allowed it, but Esau is just ingrained it in you to where you beat your chest. What you mean? Who talking to, nigga?
Well, because they have been groomed in that way. Just like this slut, man. I'ma call her that. Yeah, Aisha Curry, right? Supposed to be so-called Christian, but and married, so-called, right? She has the nerve to say that she wants male attention. What do you think? But that's you have been Babylonianized to think like that. Okay, having attention from other men, that's a good thing. Meaning you a chick. No. See, you got a man at home. See, I don't know if you're a good man or not. Who cares? It's just a simple fact that she made that statement, man. It shows you that our women are finished, man, completely out of order.
She's supposed to be a so-called example of a godly woman,
right?
That's a celebrity. But you see, it all goes back down to the fact that, hey man, ain't no woman in the truth. You know? Ain't no woman coming in the truth, man. That's why you're gonna be saved through childbearing. Because ultimately you're gonna have to, even the women that are saved gonna have to be forgiven for some dumb shit, a lot of dumb shit. Now the men, of course, are too, but we're gonna be more sensible about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just uncontrollable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just finish this point. And with deceiving, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions that they shall believe a lie. So since you deny the ways of the Most High, you know, being wise, they were thinking themselves wise, they were made foolish, man. You thinking you knew better, now the Most High gonna make you look like a fool. And send that delusion, like the full circle back, like the bro mentioned, harping on what I said earlier. The Most High allowed that delusion to come upon you, because you lean unto your own understanding, which also goes back to the scripture we read in the beginning, man.
Yeah, y'all all Edomites, man. Fuck out of here, man.
See, you think he's looking?
All right, go to Romans 9. Yo, you got a precept, brother? You got a precept?
I was just gonna get a precept on what we were talking about earlier, bro. Yeah, just on what the bros were talking about earlier about how these women they're not really in the truth. Nope. No, they don't really know anything. The knowledge is not given to them.
Right, and if you women want to find out how to live in a godly way, look up Sarah, man. Look up Susanna. Look up Judith, man. Read, man. Read how the women behave themselves. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job chapter 39, verse 13. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or the wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth the foot may crush them, or the wild beast may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor Job 39 and 16. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Right, see, it just shows you, hey, the Lord likens you woman to an ostrich. See, hey, but ultimately deprived y'all of wisdom, man. Hey, that's why y'all are under the man, for him to be your guide, for him to be your leader. See, hey, but that goes with, that man has to be in order as well, man, under the vibration and spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Because if not, he's gonna lead you astray. You see, so everything goes full circle and goes in order, man. Just like I was telling you know, this man we ain't speaking to. Yes, our woman is completely out of order. Completely. But when you look at the men of our nation now, it's like, when you think about looking at our men of our nation now, you say, well, future king, Greece, all men of the Lord is going to have to do a work on us to show. See? Because our people are bugged out.
Now, it's all through the spirit, but a lot of these men have been raised by their mothers, which really shows you how the women do not have the knowledge, okay? Like the scriptures say, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. Our women have become cool, man, you know? And if you knew better, you would give them the proper nourishment, which includes discipline, man. You know, our women, because of the situation and of course the curses, they baby the young men, or they talk down on them, or a combination of both, and they don't know how to be men, like the brother was going into.
If I may ask something, it started that during the Willie Lynch law.
Yep.
Right, they took the man out of the house, right, forcing the woman to be independent, right? Thus the daughter becomes independent, then the male becomes dependent on the mother. You know? So now our women think they can, you know, they can just do whatever they want. They're high above the man, but the scriptures say different.
That's why this place is called Babylon. The place is complete confusion and out of order, man.
Right. And you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans that don't get right, you're gonna get destroyed with America.
That's right.
You know better, you're gonna eat a missile.
Right.
Right.
And you can shrug your shoulders all you want. The Most High is down with killing nigga women.
Right. Yep. Right. Hey, because these same women, man, be the one to talk about, we believe in Jesus, we believe in God. You don't believe in the two ways, or scratch that. Y'all don't believe in the Holy Scriptures, man, how the Heavenly Father and Son really work. Right. And the vibration they pushed out. Y'all don't. So you can put the faith in. So go ahead, bro. What the hell is these women? Because most of you women, most of our nation are women. Most of y'all gonna die.
Romans 9, verse 1. Yeah. I say the truth to the anointed, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit.
No, it's not sloppy, but it's sloppy. Hold on.
I thought you asked for Romans 3.
I did. Hold on. Give me 1 Timothy 2. Hold up all the scriptures about the women. These women have brought this down. They think we can't back it up. How you doing, bro? They think we can't back it up with the scriptures. Get all these scriptures. Then we're gonna go into that. Whatever precept y'all fair, alright? Alright. I'm gonna get the one in Titus. Second Timothy. Second Timothy. Get the one in Titus. What? Titus 2. 2 verse 3. Start out 1. No, start out 3. Titus 2 and 3. Yeah, I had already had it open. Read it, bro. Go ahead. You got to build it.
Lamentations 4 and verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness.
Yeah, right.
Like the brother brought out that scripture earlier about the ostriches. If an ostrich lay her eggs, she bury it in the sand and she leave it. The predators can come get it. Somebody can accidentally step in it. So rather than nourish that egg properly, she leave it out there for the wolves, man. And that's the same way you so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans do your children today, man.
Right, they leave them with men that they just met. Just to go out to the club or go to the bar. Y'all leave y'all children with anybody, not even knowing their background and history. Hey, that's cool, man. See, men, that shows you that you don't have what I want to do.
Wisdom can sum it up, but
yeah,
understanding can also sum it up.
Backbone,
intuition, like you're supposed to have.
No, that shows you don't have care, man.
Yeah, nurse.
Right, you don't. Yeah, yeah, you don't have care, man. I mean, you see so many cases where these different mothers, children are being molested, right? Or things happen because they leave them by going to the club, man. See? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, like the brother, like in the scripture, the brother was bringing out. But yeah, they don't have no care. Yeah, I'm just gonna read it. Yeah. Verse 4: the tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. Yeah. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. Yeah. So the women do not properly nourish the children. You're not prepared when you leave that woman's house. That's what it said. She laboreth in vain. The thing that she have in her mind of what's the right thing to do for my child is in vain. 95% of the time, it's vanity. It don't really benefit that child.
Hey, the scripture says train up a child in the way they should go, man. Hey, our women, right? And even the men that got, even the men in our nation that raising up their son or daughter, they not raising them in the ways of the Lord, man. They're not doing it, man. They raising them up in a Babylonian fashion, man. See, hence, we was raised up in a Babylonian fashion.
And a lot of our men, hey, look, the whole nation is going off. But the scriptures say children are our oppressors and women rule over us. Okay? And a lot of these women won't allow men to be men and discipline their children, man.
Yeah. Neither do Esau.
Yeah, come on.
That's why they got, what do they call it? CYF, yup.
CPS is what they call it where I'm from.
All right, let's get these scriptures, bro. I got Proverbs. All right, get the one in 1 Timothy 5. The book of Psalms, Proverbs 22. You got that one in Titus, right? Proverbs 22 verse 6, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And we're supposed to be training our children up in the way of the scriptures. Okay? That's how we're supposed to train our children up. See? So they can know the difference between clean and unclean. Okay? In the way how they should live righteously and godly instead of living in an ungodly manner. Book of Deuteronomy 7. Right? Let's see what this says. Book of Deuteronomy 7, verse okay, right here. Slocket 6, it says, hear, O Israel, Yahweh, our power is one Yahweh. And thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy mind. It says, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. See, so we're supposed to be teaching our children in the ways of the Holy Scriptures. Starting them off, grooming them young. See? But now we're fighting against Esau's society, where we're teaching our children to live a righteous way, right? And when they go to school, they're teaching them the wrong way and putting on the wrong vibration on our children, man. Because it starts with the children. See? Well, they get the woman, right? Right? But then they try to program the children because it's easier to program a child. See? So that's what the whole school system and structure is all about. Go ahead, bro.
This is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 30, verse 1.
Yeah.
He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod.
Yep, he that loveth his son, basically it says he's going to chastise him. Go ahead.
And he that he may have joy of him in the end.
Yep.
He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Right.
What?
Right. Yep.
He that teacheth his son breatheth the enemy.
Right. He that teacheth his son breatheth the enemy, because the enemy, right, which our enemies are all the other nations, but starting with Esau eating the so-called white man chiefly, right? Right. Our enemies teach our children that they can basically live lawlessly. Not basically, they do. They teach them that they can live lawlessly, that they got free will, they can do whatever the hell they want. But what a lot of these parents don't know is they're teaching you early to go away from your power, right? Different TV shows, movies, school system, like I said before, they teaching you to sin against your power.
Like that scripture say, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Because really, when you have a certain wisdom or things that you know to be able to maneuver and just knowledge and wisdom in general, the enemy don't like that, man. Hey, you know, like one of the brothers said, when Edomites see you in a bad condition, they be happy. Hey, how you doing? You have a nice day.
Because that's their
Good.
Because that's their job to program you. So when they see that you trying to raise your children to do the opposite, it grieves them because you're ruining their plan, so to speak.
Right, but when they see you actually in a good case, it destroys a piece of them, man. It's like Esau be dying inside. Damn, that nigga's actually doing good.
Right.
Can't believe it.
Right. Even when taking your children to the doctors, right? When my experience, when you say no, I don't want my children to get shot, that grieves them because they're upset, because protocol is to what? To teach the children to get these different vaccines, which ultimately kills our children, man. See? And they make money off that.
Right.
But when you say the opposite, and especially when your woman's down, because they'll try to look at your woman and be like, well, what you say? And she be like, nah, you know, I'm with my husband.
Right.
You know, we in order. That pisses them off, man. You see, because they see people that's thinking on a different wavelength, and not how we was raised to think.
Right.
You know, not to question anything.
Right. And I can definitely see that, man. When you go to a hospital and you know too much.
Yeah.
Hey man, there are a lot of they done some stuff, like even to me. prescribed 2 opposing medications that could have killed me. You know, didn't properly treat my wife because I came to make sure she would be all right. The enemy is grieved when you do things sensibly. Okay, when you operate with wisdom, they can't stand that. They want you to lay down and be a nigga, man.
You believe that the enemy does?
What?
Of course we
Allow
have
you
it.
to manipulate your mind that you accept these things.
You said it again, please?
Yeah.
Do you think is the enemy manipulate your mind by allowing you to believe these things that they are put upon you? Like, for instance, you're talking about the hospital is now, the drugs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Who allowed that to happen?
Both sides.
Well, I mean, ultimately it goes to the Heavenly Father. You know, it all goes to the Heavenly
Well,
Father.
you're talking about what they're doing. God allowed them to do that?
Yeah.
God is going to
Scripture
Hold
say,
on, hold on. So God, what? So what do you know about the Heavenly Father?
The reason, me,
Yeah.
my brother, I'm trying to, I don't know nothing.
Okay.
I'm trying to know God.
Okay.
But I just want to tell you, things only happen to you if you allow it to happen.
Sure.
That means if you go to the hospital and they prescribe a drug for you, you have 2 options. Take it or don't take it.
Right.
The reason why, you know the reason why we're in this predicament?
Yeah, because we disobedient to the Heavenly
Very
Father.
good. And number 1, instead of we getting our own to teach people about health, we grabbing what they have and messing up our own people.
True. That now to an extent that's true too. You know, but didn't he Deuteronomy 28 and I think it's like 42.
I know it is, brother. I like that.
Amos 3 and 6. Yeah, read that real quick.
okay, this is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Right.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
So it's asking a question. If there's evil in the city, is not the Lord that done it?
All right, hold on now. If the trumpet,
If the trumpet be blowing in the city,
Shall not the people be afraid?
not the people be afraid, because like you know, even in ancient times when they blowing a trumpet, it meant something. It could have meant a king was coming. It could have meant an alarm for war, so get ready.
very good. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the trumpet. That's very true what you said.
Yeah.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
So there be secret.
Why? Why that says that? Should it be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? What is it saying right there? And if you go a little further, it's going to answer the question right here. Very good.
There's a question mark
All right.
at the end of it.
All right. Okay. But if you go a little further down, it's breaking down and tell you what. Let me tell you something. The meaning of that, I could tell you. God, it meaning that God could stop anything and everything. Yes or no?
Right,
Very
that's
good.
true.
But he allowed it.
He allows it.
But he didn't do it. He allows it.
But he's the controller of all things.
Very good.
He can stop it and he can allow it.
Very good. But guess what?
But
if I control something, I could control something, right? But I have the option to eradicate what's going on, or to leave people to their own what?
Well, hold on. Well, man's goings are of the Lord. So you really, if the Lord predestines you, if the Lord predestines you, say, you know what, I want this person to walk outside his house. He's gonna walk in the street and get hit by cars, and that's that. You're not gonna have an option to say, am I gonna walk in the street or am I gonna walk on the sidewalk?
But God have an option to do that, and he also have the option not to do that. Yes or no?
Now he does. That's true. Now I want to see, can we establish something?
Okay.
Do you understand the concept that it's possible that there are things that the Most High has done and allowed to be done that you will never understand? Do you know that the Most High is a man of war? If you would have to be able to accept that it's possible that the Most High allows somebody to die for his own entertainment purposes and be okay with that.
No, that's wrong.
Bring it out.
That's wrong. God does not allow anybody to die for their own entertainment. The God entertainment, brother. God is not a God.
How you say that?
God is not a God of
Let me ask
entertainment.
you this, man.
No.
If it was true, would you be able to accept it? Because he said, my ways are above your ways.
Why
As
say
the
that?
creator of the planet Earth put you here to be a pawn in his movie, and part of your role that you had to die. He's the director. You would have to be okay with that.
But I want to
couldn't
answer the
tell him
question.
no.
I'm going to answer.
You couldn't tell him
My
no.
way, just say his ways is not my ways. Why? He said that. Why?
Because he's created you. He controls your destiny.
All right, you know why? The Bible says my ways is not your ways. My way is evil. God's way is pure and undefiled.
Right.
1 second, brother. 1 second. So now, if God has my way, then everybody will be wiped out. But because he's a just God, despite of the evil I am doing, he looked beyond my faults and he gave me another chance to make it right. That's how God is.
For the elect. That's not for everybody though.
He didn't come to say righteous man. He didn't say sinner.
Understand? Okay, you're right.
Yes or no?
If the healthy do not need a physician. But
Right.
do you not understand that chance is going to run out, and the people who do not repent are going to be destroyed?
I agree,
Just
my
like
brother.
during the times of Noah.
No, I agree. When you
Right.
say something which is correct, I agree.
Right, okay.
Very good what you
Give
said.
me Proverbs
Yeah.
24 and 20, but let me read this because you said the hospital. Go to
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Right, you familiar with the curses, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou